we've been obviously dealing with this since the beginning, trying to engage the agricultural communities, but first by starting to send out letters asking the growers, contractors, and others to step up immediately. Unfortunately, that call, those letters went unheeded because most growers continue to work and do operations as normal. And we're now seeing the effects of that throughout the entire country, California, obviously. And I can see that we have three major issues we're facing. One, wherever there is close contact, such as H2A workers, having to carpool together, having to live together, there's a higher propensity of infection. Facilities that have a lot of surface space, such as packing houses, production facilities, et cetera, that workers can touch more often. We're seeing a lot more outbreaks there. As a matter of fact, we're dealing with one right now, not in Imperial County, but it's in Wasco, California, where one processing facility has 91 employees that are infected, 36 family members, 23 children, for a total of 150 coming out of one facility. And all because the employer wanted to keep things quiet because they wanted production. They did not want their production impacted. And so they literally did not communicate with their employees about what was happening to try to stem the spread. And similarly with guest workers, as they're carpooling, we're seeing operations in Salinas where 150 workers are housed together. It's starting to spread. King City starting to spread. And the third part of it, which is also going to cause huge issues, is employers are refusing or failing to pay the employees for the CARES Act sick pay. As you all know or may know, California expanded it to include the food supply chain so that regardless of size of the employer, it would also apply. But we're hearing countless of workers left and right trying to figure out what to do because their employers refusing to pay them for either coming positive, having to quarantine themselves because their loved one is positive, or just outright terminating them. I think it's spreading as now that the harvests are going on a lot more throughout California, throughout the nation. It's definitely spreading a lot faster. And with employers now basically continuing operations as usual, and even blaming the employees that that's their fault because they didn't take care of themselves. So we're definitely seeing a lot more of that. And with the undocumented status of most of the agricultural community, that's even harder. With guest workers being deathly afraid, not just for their health, but for their family's financial income, because if they say something, they are totally afraid that they might not be brought back the following year.